Paresh, we will start seeing attendees after we start the webinar. We are in the practice session right now. Oh, my bad. Because of this. वो लाइव स्ट्रीम का था. राहुल आपका स्क्रीन शेयर करके रखो प्लीज. दिख रहा है स्क्रीन? Yeah. Start your videos also, please.
I cannot start my video. Host has stopped. Can you enable my video? Rahul, can you enable your video and see if it's enabled?
What does it say?
Unable to start. Still you can't start. Huh? Can start video again. Huh? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. We are 5 minutes over our start time. I am going to wait for another 2 more minutes before we begin today's session. I would request all of you to be patient with us as we are very excited to share a lot of new stuff with you today. And we want all of you to be, engage with us, ask all your questions, and at the same time, do show your participation and excitement to us. Just a reminder that we will use the chat functionality in the box, in the Zoom box itself. And if you have any questions, please use the Q&A box in your Zoom panel, in your video panel, to keep posting your questions at any time. There will be a dedicated Q&A session at the end of the session, and we would answer all your questions. In the meantime, if you have anything to say, you want to add anything to the session, please feel free to post that in the chat section as well. I thank you again to all our attendees for joining us today. And I'm going to wait for just 2 more minutes before we start the session. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of us joining from all around the world. Thank you very much again for taking out the time. And we are very excited to have this forum of all our travel industry professionals together. This, I believe, is our first gathering of 2021, and we look forward to have many such gatherings in person in the coming times. But today, we have this virtual mode of communication and seeing all of you here. We are very excited. To start with the proceedings, I am Sumit. I head the marketing for Qtech software, and 2021 is a year of hope for all of us. We are looking at a renewed vigor for the travel industry and looking at leveraging some innovative solutions to improve the traveler confidence. Having said that, we do have some exciting news to share with all of you. And to start with the proceedings, I would hand over the mantle to our MD and CEO, Mr. Paresh Parihar. He needs no introduction. He is very well acquainted, a friend to all of you. And when I say Qtech software, it is synonymous with Paresh himself. So without wasting any more of your time, I would like to invite Paresh to take this conversation ahead. Paresh, over to you.
Thanks, Sumit, for the kind introduction and welcoming all the guests here on this session. I am welcoming all of you, dear friends, industry professionals, and my dear clients. We work together, suppliers who have come to attend this session. It's a great opportunity to to meet you guys and share what we have with us today. Let me start by saying that when we look at the global market today, the overall size of the global travel economy is about $9.5 trillion. And the overall size of the online travel market is about $750 billion. That's about 10 to 12% of the overall global travel economy. So it seems that this the share of the online travel will increase to about $1 trillion in around 2023. So there's still a lot of scope for the online travel to improvise, and that would translate basically by improvising the customer's confidence in online booking and travel engines, right? So when we look at 2020 and when we look at 2021, uh, the pandemic has shown us a mirror, right? And the travel business itself has taken a lot of it. It's imperative for the travel agencies and all the travel suppliers today to improve the value that they provide to their customers. Focus on the changing demands of the customer and to ensure that they play on their strengths, because that's where the whole value proposition will come, right? So we focus on our core competencies. So this brings to me four important priorities that the travel companies have to focus in the coming years. There might be more. I'm sure that there are a lot of problems to solve, but the four important ones that I would like to highlight today that we need to focus are one is to focus on the core competency of your business. So we have companies who are destination management companies, companies who only sell hotels, companies who are very good at air ticketing, companies who have emerged as online technology platforms for Umrah and Hajj services. Uh, so the idea would be to take what we have, capitalize on the core competency, up the service quotient of that particular service, and that would mean by looking at each and every detail of that particular service area. Uh, Another thing that is very important that we realized in the pandemic is that our customers are very important for us, and that we as Qtech software realize from these lovely customers that we had, which helped us to support and retain our status in the industry by supporting, giving new business, sharing their kitty of revenues with us, and ensuring that we sustain and we survive. So it's very important for us to take care of our loyal customers, right? And because they keep giving us repeated business, and that would help by giving them better value and better service, which could be top of the class, and also give no chances for them to complain on any of the issues. uh, Also, what's happened and what we have seen is that customers are not very price sensitive now. It's more about service, it's more about the deals that they get, it's more about the combo offers that they get, right? So if I have to tell a customer that go to a hotel, no, I would want to give the customer a certificate that the hotel is sanitized, it's been taken care of, there is a battery of people working in the background ensuring that they have taken care of all the pandemic related certifications and stuff. So we as travel providers need to add more layers to our offerings and to create better offers for the customers. And lastly, it's very important for travel companies to improve their bottom line. This also is very important, and we've seen that it's not the top line, it's how much profit you make, and this profit would be utilized for sustenance. So it's a constant effort and a continuous improvement process that needs to be done, and that could be done at various levels, right? So let me ask you one question, right? When you handle so many transactions in your business, would it be online or offline? How many of you have encountered issues in your bookings? So what we did here is that we conducted a survey in certain social media channels, and we wanted to know what percentage of their bookings end up into problems for them, and inherently those are the problems for the customers because they don't get their services on time. So we found out that 45% of the respondents said that 2 to 5% of their bookings had problems. Okay, and the rest of the 55% of the people said that it is between 2 to 3% where they encountered an error. Now, this could be in various forms, right? One is that a room that was allotted during the booking was incorrect, or there had been some change in the offering, or at the hotel, or at the service location that was not updated to the supplier and hence not updated to the customer. Uh, these simple things really affect the customer, right? A small swimming pool not working in a hotel could actually ruin an entire holiday because the kids who were traveling with them really wanted to enjoy the swimming pool there. We know how our kids want to enjoy their way of holidays, right? Any kind of mismatch between the hotel voucher and the actual experience to the guest will create a bad experience, and that bad experience means you lose the customer. The customer is no more loyal to you. They will never come back to you for any repeated business, and that's something that you cannot afford today, right? Now, these errors actually cost you something, right? So apart from the bad experience, what also reduces customers confidence in you and the agency through which they booked. There is a high chance that the customer will take this business for someone else in future. We have seen this, right? And the financial implications are not direct. There is a damage to the brand. It's brand reputation decreases, and we have seen this that people go offline online on social media just to ensure they post a negative review, and they don't go to post a positive review. So we have to be very careful. So these are the bigger impacts that would lead to a bad brand reputation. In financial terms, when we said that the online booking business was about $750 billion, we're talking about $15 billion worth of losses to the industry just at a rate of 2% of the error rate. So these losses again are something that are unacceptable to you, unacceptable to us, and anyone who's servicing direct customers. So this is what I had to share right now. Sumit, would you take the next set of discussion on the session today?
Well, thank you very much, Paresh. Those insights are really helpful, and it helps in putting the right perspective forward. Uh, well, we've already talked about what is the kind of error that we are facing, or what is the implication of the error that we face in bookings. There is a flip side to it. We are all adopting technology. We are all adopting newer ways of conducting our business. But at the same time, the small issues which can actually hurt either the brand reputation or the overall customer experience needs to be handled well. So what are the ways in which travel companies do try to mitigate these ways? One sure short way we know is to book only with internationally standard suppliers and well-known suppliers. But there are certain challenges in these cases. Customers, when they are traveling on leisure travel nowadays, let's say, people want to have an experience. They want to book a villa which is situated on a hilltop or somewhere in the middle of a wildlife sanctuary, or people are uh, opting for more individual experiences as compared to the standard hotels and resorts that was once popular. And how do you really service this requirements? It's not always available only with standard suppliers, but sometimes it is through direct contracts or through small suppliers as well. What happens in this case is the data that is available in the system is not standardized, and it makes it very difficult to provide accurate information to our customers. At the same time, all of us want to improve and invest in a better system. But again, this is a strategic decision. There has to be a lot of financial backing that goes into this decision, and it's a slightly longer solution as well. It takes anywhere between 6 months to a year to move from your existing systems to a system like Otrams, which is much more mature, and takes that much amount of time to train all your office staff, all your agents, to effectively start using the system and start delivering top class services to your customers. Another option is there are third party applications, like let us say room mapping applications, or applications that provide you the right kind of details from different sources which are updated. Let's say Google very recently started making hotel bookings available on their platform. At the same time, you can get a lot of APIs which clean up your data and provides only the information which is available correctly in the system, or it leaves out the blank fields. But dependence on these kind of third party applications will solve the problem only to a certain extent and not really mitigate it completely. One sure shot way in which travel companies do solve or do try to improve the booking experience is through by re-verifying your bookings. And let us just look at how really re-verification works in a travel agency. So let's say a travel agency wants to do a booking re-verification. In a large travel business, there is a dedicated team of personnel whose job is to basically go ahead and make booking verifications. They pick up the phone, they are continuously talking to all the hotels where the booking has been made, and they are consistently making notes around each of the booking that has been made. A couple of challenges that we see in this process is one, for international bookings, the international call rates are very high. You end up spending a lot of your margins into it. Or if you are a boutique agency or a medium size agency, 20 to 30% of the travel agent's time is spent in re-verification, which I believe can be utilized for upselling or cross-selling of certain services and generate more revenue. So this is like a dual loss, which agencies usually face. And more importantly, it's a non-standardized process as of now. Every person is verifying the booking on what they understand well, or whatever data points are available with them at that time. This is something that we really want to change. There has to be a standardized way of verifying the bookings, and there needs to be one common way in which everybody can understand that information. So let me give you a scenario which I think clarifies how this overall thing plays out in a travel agency. Let's say a travel agency in Mumbai has booked a hotel for a customer in London. Somebody from this agency will place a call at a very high international call rate to the hotel in London. They will spend 5 to 6 minutes in understanding the re-verification if the booking has been made correctly or not, and they end up spending anywhere between $5 to $7 in this particular booking. Or there is another scenario. Let us say there is a travel agency in Kuwait, and they have booked a hotel and flight for one of their customers in China. So the biggest challenge that I see here, and I'm sure all of you can understand as well, is the language difference. Because of a major barrier between the languages spoken locally in these countries, the booking re-verification may get completed, but there are chances that a lot of information may not get completely verified, or maybe left in translation. So how do we really standardize this kind of a process? How do we ensure that the booking verification is done across a set of parameters that are standard across the way? how do we deliver a consistent experience to all our customers when they are booking through our platform, and more importantly, how do we really elevate the service quality to all our customers in a post pandemic world when the expectations are very high, when customers are spending their money and they're expecting to be wowed at every transaction. To answer all of these questions, I would give it back to Paresh, and maybe he can guide us on how we really want to do this.
Thanks again, Sumit, for the lovely description on the problem statement. Guys, to improvise your margin on every booking, to re-verify all your bookings, to deliver a consistent experience, and to be a differentiator in a competitive market, to have a process-oriented operations, we present to you all a revolution in the travel industry, our artificial intelligence powered, AI powered re-verification engine called Repushti. So Repushti has been developed by Qtech software to help the travel industry and the travel businesses to elevate the service level and improvise the customer experience across the globe. Repushti, in a short way, is to re-verify all your bookings without any hassle, or to deploy a team, or to have a capex, or to have people sitting odd hours re-verifying your bookings. We could do it at a fraction of a cost with optimized operations and optimized systems, which are process oriented using AI, right? So what's Repushti? So Repushti basically is a term used for re-verification. In Sanskrit, Pushti means verification, and what we are doing here is re-verifying your booking. So that's why it's called Repushti. Now, to clarify a few of your doubts again, and to re-emphasize, what does Repushti provide, or what does it do? It verifies all your bookings across 50 plus parameters, which include your booking details, your passenger details, your against the booking criteria, the amenity inclusions, and the data provided by the hotel in the system, which again is the data has been transmitted via an API from your systems to our system. The system will work not only for Qtech customers, it could work for any other customer. There is an API available, which Rahul will demo today, where you can just push the information. It also notifies all the stakeholders on successful re-verification. This means that you can either send a mobile notification or an email notification, or the information is pushed via an API to show all the re-verification points for that booking. It reduces your losses. It saves a lot of cost, mainly the fixed cost, because it's a pay as you go service. So in this month, if you had 0 bookings, you pay $0 for your re-verification. There is no fixed cost for you. Only when your system pushes that booking to our system, Repushti system, will the system take the booking for re-verification process. And also in the end, it gives a greater customer experience and creates a better brand loyalty for you guys. So let me go ahead and invite our head of product development, Rahul, to show what do you see as part of Repushti. There is a lot of other systems and dashboards and yes, processes that we created which work in the background. But what he would show you today is the customer end, which is your end of the system. Over to you, Rahul.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Paresh. Thank you for the introduction and all. Okay, so hello and welcome to everyone. Today I'm so excited to show you what we have built. Also, happy and proud to say that we are the only one in the market with this kind of an innovative solution. 2020 has given us a chance to think and optimize our processes in the business in terms of how we work, how we help our travel industry. It is also completely changed everything, the way we are utilizing our technology and everything. So that's where we have utilized our time, effort, and expertise in the technology to build something that will change the way you work. So now let me reveal to you how Reposty look and what can do for you. So let me share my screen. So okay. So to get access to the Reposty, you need to get registered first. To get registration, you need to go to the reposty.com website. There you will see a get started button and the sign up for Reposty. So when you click on the sign up for Reposty, you will be redirected to the registration page. Registration page will have the basic information which you need to fill and submit your registration to the system. The process is very simple. You just submit the information. The system will automatically authorize you to access the platform. So how do you log into the system? This is where you log in. When you click on the reposty.com, when you go to the reposty.com and when you click on the login button, it will redirect you to the login page. Just to log in over here with your username and password. So I'll just log in with my username and password. So once you log in, what you see a dashboard full of informations like in re-verification, verified, mismatch, and total spent. What is these informations? We'll give you more detailed information in the documentation as well, but give you some insight what is in verification. So in verification is the data which you push your information from your platform to our Reposty system. What is re-verified? Re-verified are the informations, the numbers which we have re-verified from our system. Mismatch are the informations when we did the re-verifications, we got to know that there are some information which are not matching with the booking informations. Total spend is what? So total spend is what? Where the every booking which we re-verified are shown over here. How many credit you have available in your account. With those information, you also have analysis of the bookings. For example, month-wise booking analysis, month-wise verification analysis, country-wise analysis. So I give you some information about the analysis. Month-wise booking analysis means that how many booking you have posted in Reposty. For example, in the January month, I have got 492 verifications. In February, I have got 287 verifications. These are the number of verification the bookings which you have posted from your system to our Reposty platform. So that's how you see the month-wise booking analysis on the booking posted information. Month-wise booking verification analysis. This means that the number of total verification we have got in that month, how many booking we have verified, and out of verifications, how many bookings have been mismatched. So this is how you get to know the analysis of the booking verification on each month. There is also a country-wise analysis which will give you an idea and insight about on which location, how many number of verifications are getting failed. For example, if I go to Turkey, I can see that in Turkey, I have verified 21 bookings, but out of 21 bookings, there are 11 mismatch information. Apart from these dashboards, there are menus available which will give you some more data, what information we have. I'll give you some data of some information like view posted data. There is a section called console, there is a section called verified list, there is a section called billing, and there is a section called recharge. What do you mean by view posted data? Let me show you what exactly it has. View posted data means whatever information you post from your platform to Reposty, if you want to view some information data to look after the data, what information you have posted, you can view it over here. You can view, say for example, you have submitted one information, for example, Sunrise Romance Resort. You have posted just now, but you want to see what information I have got to know the details are proper or not. So you can go it over here and you can view it in this section. There is a section called console, but I'll go into deep description later. But I'll describe you what is verified list. When you post the data into our systems, we re-verify it for you. So how does it look when we re-verify the information? So when you click on the re-verified list, it will give you all the list of verification we have done. So there are, you can see the confirmed booking, booking not found. There are percentage, you can see 100% verified, 41% verified, 41 for 91% verified. These are the information, these are the numbers we train our model, we train our system using AI and machine learning techniques to identify how many percentage of the bookings are completed. Now, let me show you how the data looks inside when you click on the detailed information. If you want to look at the complete information about the booking. For example, I have this booking, Ground Plaza, Shanghai. I have clicked on this detail and you see all the detailed information about the booking re-verification. Say, so for example, booking status, the booking status confirmed at the hotel. This means this gives you detailed information with this status that the booking is confirmed at the hotel. What information you see? You see all the booking information which we have posted against each verification, each data point, we have verified the booking information. For example, we have verified the city, we have verified the name, we even verified the star of the hotel. So that's how Repushti verifies each of the informations against each of the data you share with us. You have more information when you do the verification, when we do the verification for you. You see, you have the status, the note of the verification. Our team who do the verification for you, it will give you the note that booking is verified and confirmed at the hotel. You also see the verifier name. This verifier name we have got from the hotel, the reservation department who did the verification for you. In case you want to re-verify, you recheck that who did the, in case there is a problem with the booking and you want to check with the hotel that this booking is not verified, that not proper or not, the details are not proper. So you can directly also call to the hotel and check that this person has verified the booking. Can you confirm the booking once again? You can also share the booking information, this information with your team members. So this we have directly from the dashboard itself. You also have call notes. When we do the verification, we have a notes for each verification. Apart from the remarks on each verification or the data points, we also have the notes. This will give you more information. What are the next other data we have collected from the hotels. You also see the call recording. You can listen to the call. You can understand what the caller has talked with the reservation department, what information he had gathered against each data point. You can also see the call activity. Call activity will give you understanding and what time the call has been made from the system. What is the timing of the call? Say for example, I have started at 15:20 to 56 and call has completed at 15:27. Okay. There is a section called call history. The call history means that because we have a lot of team, we have a team who does verification frequently. We have a system who does automation call in the system. So here you can see all the insight, all the access of the verifications data. You will also see the billing information. The billing information will give you insight about the billing of your account, how many credit you have in your account, what API request of API data you have, the limitation of the API you have, number of calls we have made, and the number of email we have sent. You will also see the overall monthly usage. Monthly usage you can see in yearly basis, month-wise, weekly, and daily. You can see how many number of API requests I have made from the system in this month. How many calls a Repushti team have done in this month. How many email I have sent. Here you can also see in each transaction, because our services pay as you go, you credit your account and you are ready to go, and we are ready to re-verify each of the booking for you. So you do the transaction, each transaction history, you can see it over here. So now I move to the console section. This is a very important part of this Repushti platform, where you see web services, notify, and API integration. What is web services? As many of you, the web services uses it's a API where you can integrate our API with your system and push the data directly to our system. So there is a very simple method, very simple integration, simple documentation which we have created for you, for your technical team to understand and implement our API with your system, so that you can push your booking information to our platform, so that the Repushti can do a verification for you on behalf of you, basically. There is also a section called notify. Notify means that if you want on each verification, you also want the data to be collected at your platform, where you can do some modification in the booking. For example, you push the booking to our platform. Our team have done the re-verification for you, and once the verification is completed, we found out that the booking is not available in the systems. So what do you do at that time? You share your API. We share the data information with full of information with you, and you can act in the runtime. So this will save your time. This will save your money. You will not lose any of the booking. You will get many informations when we do the re-verification for you. So that's it from my side. I hope you like the system. I hope once you get registered in the system, you will get more data, more insight. You will get to know more about the Repushti, how it works, and what we can do for you. That's it from my side. Thank you very much. Over to you, Samit.
Great. Thank you so much, Rahul. Well, I've already become a fan of Repushti because just recently I was traveling and I found out that the room that I had booked had a balcony. And when I landed at the hotel, mind you, it's a five-star hotel. Even there, when I landed, I found out that the room they have allotted to me was not did not have a balcony, and I really wish I had Repushti at that time. But just to add to what Rahul said, this entire platform that you see on your screen right now, it's also available through a mobile app. So your re-verification basically is now available in your pocket, and there is nothing else that you need to do. Rahul, if you can switch to the presentation. Okay, so reiterating of a few points from where we started this discussion, basically is uh, Repushti helps you to distinguish through superior service. There are two important parameters through which it really adds to the overall business value. One, it improves your customer experience. So whenever your customers reach the hotel, they will not have a problem. They will not see any inconsistency in the booking that they have made and the services that they are getting. It re-verifies all your bookings, and it reduces the number of errors in your system. So the cost of error in the business will come down consistently. And at the same time, your customers can be assured of a consistent experience booking after booking, which is a rarity, which helps you to really differentiate in a very competitive online market. And at the same time, all of us want to ensure that we keep improving our business performances. So you minimize your losses. There is no a steady opex or a capex required to get Repushti, and all your re-verifications are done at a fraction of a cost. So you free up your personnel to basically focus on any upselling or cross-selling of services that they want to do. That means more business, that means more revenue, and that's always a happy sign for every business. So that's what Repushti does for you. The most important question: how do you get Repushti? We have made signing up for Repushti as easy as recharging a mobile phone. So as Rahul just showed it to us, the first step is to go to www.repushti.com. That's your gateway to the Reverification engine. From there, if you are not registered yet, go after this session, register, check out the system. Once you have completed your registration process, we are making available 20 re-verifications to all our customers, which are available in the system. So connect your API. The API documentation is available in the system. Once you connect your API, all your booking information will be available within Repushti automatically. It's a post API that basically pulls all your information into Repushti. And the first 20 re-verifications are absolutely on the house. So you don't have to pay to really test out the system. The first 20 re-verifications will be done automatically. And after that, all you have to do is recharge for the total number of bookings that you want to do. Let's say you have 1,000 bookings, to re-verify in the system. You have to just recharge for those 1,000 bookings. But before I tell you about the recharge value, or before I actually go ahead and tell you how much would Repushti, how much recharge would you have to really do, let me ask you, all the participants, all our guests today, how much would you pay for a re-verification process to run smoothly? If you can type your responses in the chat section. I'm just going to wait here for a minute, and I'm going to ask all of you, how much would you really spend on a re-verification process to run smoothly, get verified on 50 plus parameters, give all your customers a world-class experience, and ensure that all your bookings have the same consistency throughout the board? So let's say, there's somebody called Mr. Mutesh. He is actually getting into the calculations, and he's saying it's manual. According to the staff salary, we can calculate. But if I have to give you a number, choose between $5 per verification, choose between $7 per verification, or $9 per verification. How much would you really choose? Somebody's saying $3. Okay, that's great. If we have any more responses, please feel free to post them. There is somebody saying $2. There's somebody saying $3. There's somebody saying $7. $5. Okay, that's great. These numbers are really promising. They're exciting me a lot to reveal my next slide. Mr. Hatham is saying 0.2% of your booking value. For $1,000 booking, that would still come to somewhere around $2. So that's great. That's still very promising. Okay, not taking a lot of time. I know this is very exciting. Let me just reveal the final. How much do you really pay when you re-verify your bookings with Repushti? What you see on your screen is actually what you should be believing right now. We are re-verifying every booking for only $1. There are no hidden charges. There is no setup cost. It's just $1 per verification, per re-verification. So basically how it works is, let's say you have 500 bookings to re-verify in your Repushti account. All you have to do is just recharge your Repushti account with $500, and all your bookings will be re-verified. The moment your credit, or the moment your balance goes below, say, $20, you will get an alert, and you can keep your re-verifications going on by just recharging again. So that means after you have set up Repushti for the first time, you can be rest assured that your booking re-verification is working consistently without any problems. And all you have to do is, just like how we recharge our mobile phones, you have to just keep recharging Repushti. That simple, that easy, and it works completely 24/7. It verifies each and every one of your booking. It will improve the customer experience. It will reduce your losses. And at the same time, it will provide your customers with the much needed confidence of booking from your system every single time. You cannot put a cost on that. A happy customer is the best thing that you can have in any business. But wait a minute, that's not all that we are offering to you. Everyone who's there on this call, everyone who's taken the time to attend this presentation today, we have something which will sweeten the deal even further. What we are doing is we are offering 25% extra re-verification credits on all the recharges that you do before 31st of March, which is 31st of March 2021. That means if you recharge for $1,000, you will get 1,250 re-verification credits in your Repushti account. That means your re-verification cost is less than $1 if you sign up now. Well, that's all that we have to share about Repushti. I'm sure that there are a lot of questions that you guys have for us. I am going to jump right into the Q&A, and I'm going to invite all our panelists to be available to answer these questions. So before we start with the Q&A, I'm going to take 20 seconds and let all of you to post all your questions on our Q&A box. It will be really helpful if you can post all your questions on the Q&A box. Okay, the first one that we have is from Mr. Wasim Khan, and I think Paresh would like to take this question. I'm very keen to know, how do you manage such a huge data for verification of the booking with such low cost? Paresh, if you would like to answer this question, please.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Paresh, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, Wasim, a great question here, because these are certain doubts that would definitely crop up in your mind. It's all about the process, right? It's not ad hoc. There are processes created to convert a lot of these data to from text to voice and voice to text using the latest technologies that are available. And what we also do is that it is process oriented, which makes the process much faster. The data that needs to be verified is available on the screen for the user, and every time they re-verify the data could be tagged, which makes the process much faster as compared to someone who is doing it for the first time or doing it for different hotels. Also, while reconfirming, we also ensure that certain information is automatically re-verified based on the AI models that we have applied on the on certain data points. Yeah, thanks for the question. Sumit, you're mute.
Oh, thank you, Paresh. The next question that we have is from Mr. Hetam. What is your process of verification? How the system is working? And are you doing this manually? What is the role of AI? And can the API integration be both ways with Qtech? I think there are multiple facets to this question. The first two parts of this, what is the process for verification and how the system is working, I would invite Rahul to answer this question, please.
Yeah. Hi, Hetam. So the first question is, what is your process of verification and how the system is working? So, I'll give you some idea, insight, like how we do the verification. So these verifications are automatic calling, and automatic bot calling is there, and also a manual calling. Both are mixed, but at the same time, in the background, we are also training our models, are training our system to do the verification in such a way that this the every time you do the verification, we get to know that this verification can be successful or not. So every time we do the verification, in the background we are training our models to identify, will this booking can be verified or not. So that is how it is helping us to finding out that which bookings are going to be failed or going to be successful. That's our AI and machine learning models. You are doing this manually. Yes, we are doing this manually, and also there is a automation in the background which does a calling. But in the what we can say, it is supervised by by our agents basically. So every time there is a calling happens from manually or from a bot. So bot when the bot calls to the hotel systems, the agents look after the calls and see how the bots are calling to the hotel and identifying that if they have done something wrong in that booking while doing the verification, so they take a charge in the middle of the call. So there are bridging and channel and everything is mixed in the call. So if we say the verification in terms of technology, you will see it is very easy. But when we mix certain different kind of a technology to help or to do the verification, there are a lot of technologies involved to do one single request or one single verifications. What is the role of the AI? Yes, so the role of the AI is basically to identifying the losses, the booking, the platform, the properties which are not being able to verify the bookings. For example, because like you have seen the presentation also, we have seen the data where when we do the mappings or when we collect some information online, there are data which are not correct in the systems. For example, you do the calling to the hotels, the data you have got from the supplier, and you did the calling for to the hotels, and you found out that the number you have called are not proper or not correct. So what you do the manually research on the Google and find out that okay, this is the hotel and this is the phone number, this is the exact phone number. But then also there are some possibilities that these phone numbers are not correct. So what we have done, we have trained our system, we have trained our we have built some functionalities in the background which will help which will help you which will help our system and our API to do the verification. Can the API integration be both ways with Qtech? Yes, both ways with Qtech, because when we verify when you push the data to our system, we always help you to find out which verification, which data we have verified, and on each data point we give you information what data we have verified, what information we have collected from the property. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much for that response, Rahul. There is a question from Mr. Fahad Anwar, and he would like to know if we verify payments also. I'd like to keep this open to Paresh. Paresh, would you like to answer Mr. Fahad?
Hi Fahad, thank you for asking this question. If you mean whether payments are received by the hotel, yes, the system is capable of doing that. If there is any other question related to payments, maybe you post it again. But what I understand is that you're talking about whether supplier has received the payment or not. Yes, it does allow to do that.
Great, thank you so much. Another question from Mr. Hatham is what is the average processing time per transaction?
So
And
the
this question is actually repeated at a few more places. So if
Right.
we
So
can answer this, please.
average processing time is variable. It can last from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. What you've done is that we have created prompters, teleprompters, which allow the process to be faster. And there is automated translation, which also allows the person on the other side to understand the language much faster and more clearer as compared to someone who's not speaking that language and repeating the same information again and again, right? So yeah, so it's between say 30 seconds to 3 minutes.
Great, thank you. We have a question from Mr. Ankit Kumar. This would be for if the system is only for online bookings, or is it available for offline bookings which are registered in the system?
So the system allows you to integrate your system with our system using the API. So when you post the booking into a system, it will be verified. If it's an offline booking, there is a form where you can post all the information of your booking, and that information will be re-verified. And if you have opted for notification, the notification will be sent to you over an email. So your offline bookings are also handled, and your online bookings are also handled.
Great, thank you. Okay, we have a very long question of 9 points from Mr. Richard Abraham. I would request you, sir, to break down and at least ask 2 points per question, which makes it easier for all the participants to understand the question and at the same time for us to answer as well. Although I would like to inform you that we have noted this question and you will get a detailed response on email in the next 48 hours. We have a question from Mr. Arish Khan. He is asking, is there a payment verification done? First point is if there is a payment verification done.
No, payment verification about the cost of the booking is not done with the hotel because that doesn't fall into the ambit of verification parameters.
Okay. And issued bookings are sorted by whom? I mean, who takes care of the sorting of the bookings at our end?
So if there is any issues posted, for example, if there is a mismatch in any parameter, for example, the room view is not same as what is there in the hotel, it will tag or prompt that information back to your system, and then it's your idea to go it back to the hotel and inform them, or go to the supplier and tell them that you didn't give me a promised room that is there in the hotel reservation.
Okay, and here's a very interesting question. If there are more than one APIs to be pushed into the system, like somebody uses multiple systems to book, and they have multiple APIs to push into the system, how can this be made possible?
So currently the system allows you to push one booking per API call. It's a very good idea. We would allow to push you multiple bookings through one single API push. Rahul, if you can note down that one.
Great, thank you very much, Paresh. Okay, one question that we have from Mr. Ishtiaq Ahmed is, are you verifying directly from the hotel?
Yes, we are verifying directly from the hotel. Yes.
Okay, and what is the cutoff before checking in for the booking to be verified?
So when you will push the booking from your system, or whenever you'll make an offline request in the booking, there is a cutoff time that you will specify before which you would want Repushti to revert back to you with a re-verification. So it's all your definition of when do you want the reconfirmation. After that, the system will not re-verify the booking and will send you a notification that this booking has not been re-verified. You will have to do it at your end.
Great. I hope that answers that question. We have one very interesting question, and I'm taking point number 4 from what Mr. Richard had shared. How is this different from reconciliation? For example, he has quoted Derby Soft booking.
So the reconciliation basically is about what's there in their system and what's there in our system. There are a lot of these parameters which are not re-verified. The only thing that we verify in reconciliation is the hotel name, city, amount, cancellation policy. Again, cancellation policy has to be has to be manually checked if you know our systems very well. It also checks whether if the booking is within deadline or not, and it checks the passenger names. These are the only things that are checked in the overall reconciliation, automatic reconciliation that we provide in OTRAMs.
Okay, and I think there's another question which is about any kind of errors, that the customer can face at the hotel even after the re-verification has been done. So there
So
are
one
multiple questions which basically ask this point, that what happens if the customer is facing a problem at the hotel even after re-verification, and what is the accuracy of the system currently, and do we offer any kind of guarantee?
One great thing about the system is that the process we follow, we record all the conversations, and while the conversations are recorded, they are easily accessible from the backend, where you can hear the conversation, and that could be presented to the hotel staff that this has been re-verified. So that would solve a larger part of the problem if what has been reconfirmed is not been provided at the service area.
Okay, okay. And okay, we have a question from Gaya. She's asking, are we pushing the data from our side into Repushti manually, choosing one by one?
Yeah. So what happens here is, Gaya, what we do is that it's an online process. So as soon as a booking gets vouchered on your platform or it gets confirmed on your platform, you will have the choice to ask your IT provider or your developer to push the booking to Repushti. So you can even define rules. You might even say that if this is a local system booking, or if it's the booking belonging to a particular supplier, or if this booking is lesser than $100 of value, I don't want to reconfirm. Let it remain in the system. If a booking is $5,000 worth, I would want to push it to Repushti. So whatever bookings you push to our system via an API, it will get reconfirmed and re-verified. If you want a booking which is not pushed from your platform to our platform through an API, you can always go and manually enter all the details, and then it will be queued for re-verification.
Okay. And is Repushti for wholesalers or our clients? And can the agency or the client of an agency, or like the end customer, get the notification of a re-verification?
So currently, Repushti has been designed as a B2B SaaS product, and we currently are only servicing our wholesalers. In future, we would allow direct customers to re-verify their bookings on a retail platform, but we would never probably send a notification directly to the customer, unless and until in future, if you would like us to do that, we would do that for you.
Okay. Can we define the verification parameters? Like, can the customer add any custom parameters for verification?
Currently, the platform doesn't have that, but I think so. It's a good idea, Rahul. If you can note down this one and also add to the roadmap.
Okay. What happens if a booking has been verified but it gets cancelled later?
So any booking that has been verified, our job is done. If you cancel the booking, then it's cancelled. There's no refund. Sorry.
Okay. We have a couple of other questions. Can we can we add a set of rules on the system to manage which bookings are getting pushed to Repushti?
Yeah, definitely. You can do that. You can set up a rule engine at your end and decide which supplier, which city, what amount of booking, what category of hotel, everything you can define as a rule engine, and we would only receive those bookings which are pushed by your system.
Okay. Um, Another question that we have is, can Repushti do verification with the supplier system as well?
No, we are. That's the part of reconciliation that we have already inbuilt in our OTAM system, and that does take care of a lot of these reconciliation issues. But the larger part of the problem that we are trying to solve here is the manual verification that you do with the hotel directly. And I know that almost all agencies I have been to have a dedicated staff which does this re-verification, even if the reconciliation is done.
Okay. One very interesting question is this app multilingual or is this service multilingual?
Yeah, so that's the great thing about this platform that we built. It's online, and the way we are going to do this is we're going to use the multilingual APIs available by providers, and that API will play in the background the text that needs to be re-verified. And also, what we are doing is we are using the dialect module to ensure that whatever has been spoken on the call is exactly to the exactly the same way that the person on the other side is hearing.
Okay. And how long is the data preserved in the Repushti system?
The data will be preserved until the re-verification is done. After that, we just delete that data.
That means after the booking date has passed?
After the booking date has passed, yes.
Okay. All right. Can we push any notification to the end customer via SMS or WhatsApp?
If currently it's not there in our roadmap, but if you'd like us to do that, it's quite easily possible. Rahul, if you can add this to the roadmap and a configuration, which if the customer would want to avail this service, then we'll do that.
Okay. Does Repushti work 24/7?
Absolutely. It will work 24/7. Yeah.
And do we send notifications to the hotel directly?
In what sense? Can Repushti send notification to the hotel? So we are calling the hotel, right? The platform is been designed and architected to call the hotel via various technological processes that we have put in place. So there is no notification that we are sending to the hotel.
Okay. Okay. Great. I think we have answered most of the questions from our participants. There are a few open questions in the Q&A box right now, but what we are going to do is we have built a complete FAQ of all the questions on Repushti website directly. You can go to www.repushti.com, and on the website you can find a section for all the FAQs. The questions which are currently unanswered, we will be answering these questions and they will be available through the FAQ on our website directly in the next 1 to 2 days. If at any point there are certain aspects of Repushti that you need help with or you want to get more clarity on, the best thing to do is quickly register on Repushti. Try utilizing the system. Try connecting your API, and if at all you are facing any kind of issues, feel free to get in touch with us. The email IDs and all the support information is available directly on the website. It's a plug and play solution at the end of the day, and it's not going to take a lot of time for you to figure it out. With that said, I would invite Paresh to make his remarks before we take your leave.
Right. So thank you so much, Sumit, and I thank everyone who has attended this session today and get direct information about what we have created in Qtech in the last 1 year, and we would continue providing services on the travel technology side and ensuring that you get the best of the services using technology. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing all of you on www.repusti.com. Take care. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.